Welcome to the session. Topic of this session is National Cooperative Union of India NCUI. We are aware that the cooperative philosophy and principles are deeply rooted in all types of activity, in all sphere of activities, in socio-economic activities in India, particularly in rural India. And different types of organization, from the government organization and from the cooperative organization, they are working to promote the philosophy and principle of cooperatives and for the socio-economic upliftment of the countries, or particularly the rural societies, and to provide the different and the facilitation to different activities related to agricultural and rural economy in the country. The government organization, central government and the state government, they develop the cooperative policies program. There are different organizations from the cooperative sectors like National Cooperative Union of India, which influence the government decisions on cooperative policies and programs with the aim to have the growth in the cooperative movement in India, and which basically facilitate the cooperative development in the country. And they basically promote the philosophy, and basically they guide the functioning of the cooperative organization in the country. So in this session basically we will be discussing about the development of National Cooperative Union of India, its philosophy, and also its activity in the country for the development of cooperative sector in India. So learning objective of this session is basically learn about the National Cooperative Union of India, and then basically highlight the steps taken by the NCUI to influence the policy decisions related to cooperative movement in the country. So National Cooperative Union of India is a apex organization in the country which represent entire cooperatives in India. All types of cooperatives are represented by the National Cooperative Union of India, and the NCUI was established in 1929 as the All India Cooperative Institutes Association, and then this All India Cooperative Institute Association was reorganized as the Indian Cooperative Union with the merger of Indian Provincial Cooperative Banks Association. It was renamed as the National Cooperative Union of India in 1961. And basically the National Cooperative Union of India is a torchbearer of cooperative movement in the country. And NCUI has diversified its activities and programs to address emerging issues on the cooperative sectors, and whatever the problems the cooperative sectors are facing, that is dealt by the NCUI, and to provide some solution to guide their activities to influence the government organization for the growth of the cooperative movement in the country. And basically when we talk about the functioning of the cooperative, this National Cooperative Union of India, NCUI basically reflects the democratic hearing of the cooperators and cooperative institutions. So actually NCUI basically reflect, or they provide a kind of feeling or belonging of different cooperative organizations and the cooperative institutions, or the persons who are working as a cooperators, their democratic values. So the NCUI has the broad-based memberships, different cooperative institutions at the national level, the state levels, and the multi-state cooperative societies are the member of this NCUI. As of now, we have 242 institutes as the member of the National Cooperative Union of India. And the general body of the NCUI is the supreme authority, or which meet once in a year. And this general body basically decide about the policies and programs of cooperative development in the country. And this general body also elect the governing council, which has the tenure of 5 years. And the governing council of the NCUI meets every quarter, and basically they also function through the executive committees and functional committees. They have the area specific committees. So the governing council work through these different committees. And the prime role of the NCUI is the advocacy of the cooperative opinions and views. Basically, they guide, they they favor, they provide the understanding on the cooperative functioning and cooperative. They express the cooperative opinions for the growth of the in the country and cooperative sectors, and they express the views from the cooperative organization to the national platforms. So particularly when we talk about the cooperation in the country, cooperation is basically a state subject. It is dealt by the state governments, and but the NCUI has some concerns, like the NCUI is basically working for the uniform development of the cooperative sector in the country. All the sectors, all the states should have representation. They have some kind of cooperatives which are working in the all sectors of the country, in all part of the country, and basically they identify the problems for the cooperative development on the areas, in different areas, and also they identify the legal problem, if any, for the establishment or for the working of the cooperatives in the country. And basically they establish a positive and collaborative relationship with the Government of India, also with the state governments, and the purpose is to have a cooperative development, and they have a mutually supportive role. The role they play by the mutually supporting. They also support the government in delivering various development agendas by involving the peoples, and government also support the NCUI for promoting of the working of this cooperatives organization in the country. And basically the NCUI take up the issues on the development and strengthening of the cooperatives with the Government of India, with the state governments, and also they seek their redressal if any problems are there, if any issues are there on the cooperative sectors. They want their solutions, and they give some suggestions to solve the problems which are related to cooperatives in the country. And for advocating the cooperative philosophies, or to express the the opinion of cooperative sectors, NCUI has constituted a parliamentary forums, and the purpose is to sensitize the parliamentarians on the policy issues concerning the cooperative development, and basically they want to play the same with the policy makers in the parliament and the government, so that proper policies should come for the growth of the cooperative movement in the country. And for the purpose, actually, the NCUI organize a convention every year, and basically purpose is to deliberate on the various policy issues concerning to the cooperative sectors. And various important issues have been taken up by the NCUI in the country, and basically they have taken the issues of the cooperatives with the planning commissions, how to deal with the cooperative development. So what should be the approach of the cooperative development in the 9th 5-year plan? These issues were taken with the planning commission. And then the issues of impact on the rural sectors and on the cooperatives after the liberalization and globalization, this was also taken up by the NCUIs, and how to deal with such new challenges after the liberalization of the economy. And then they have also worked to recognize the cooperation as a specific sectors in the 5-year plan. So they have represented the government that, and the cooperation should be a specific subject like the private sector or public sectors, and there should be a cooperative sector also in the 5-year plan. And they have also taken up the issues to amend the cooperative laws to provide the autonomy to the cooperative sector, so they can work freely with, without any influence from the political leader, from the influence from the the private organizations, so they can work with the full autonomy for their growth. And they have also taken up the issues for the need of expeditious issue of license on the Cooperative Bank of India, and they have also taken up the issues for the need of amendment in the taxation law on the cooperative sectors. The another important issues which was taken by the NCUI was the support for the cooperative credit and for the support of the banking sectors to promote the cooperative credit system in the country. And they have also taken up the issues for the rehabilitation of the sick cooperative units, how to bring these sick cooperative units to in a workable conditions to undertake some economic activities. And they have also taken up the license policies for the sugar cooperatives and control and decontrol of the sugar industry in the country. And then they have taken up the issues of strengthening of the consumers cooperative in the country, and how to provide the support to the labor cooperative in the country. This issue also taken up by the NCUI. Then the issue of cooperative insurance systems were also taken up, how to develop this cooperative insurance system in the countries. This issue also taken up by the NCUI. And then how to provide support for the industrial cooperatives. This is also taken up by the NCUI. So they have contributed significantly for the development of the cooperative organization in the country. And then they have taken the various systems. NCUI has taken the various steps for the promotion and strengthening of the cooperative movement in the country. Basically, they maintain the licensing work. They maintain their license with the Government of India, the state government, and other nodal agency and cooperative organization to promote the cause of cooperative movement in the different sectors. So they maintain a mutually and supportive liaison with the different government organization as well as the different nodal agency like RBI and NABARD, and also the different cooperative organization and federation to promote the cooperative movement in the country under different sectors. And then they have taken various steps for the democratization and professionalization of cooperative management. So this democratic structure, the basic principle of cooperative is the basically democratic organization. So to maintain this democratic structure, to maintain the functioning of the cooperative organization in the democratic way, and also to promote the professionalism in the working of the cooperatives, they have taken up different activities and to develop this work culture of professionalism and the democratization in the cooperative organization. And the NCUI has taken various steps by lobbying with the central and state government to ensure timely elections in the cooperative organization. Also, they have lobbying with the government organization to amend cooperative laws to provide greater autonomy to the cooperative sectors, and then they have also lobbying with the government organization to ensure that in the proper functioning of the cooperatives in accordance to the cooperative principles. And actually, NCUI also influenced the cooperative organization to have a well-defined manpower development in the cooperative organization, and also have the professionalism policies in the functioning of the cooperative organization. As and when required, the NCUI has steps to promote the cooperative education and also provide the training programs based on the requirement of cooperative organization in the country. And basically, they organize cooperative congress, every 3 years to formulate common viewpoints on the various cooperative policies in the country. And basically, they represent on the the various cooperative policies formulation bodies and working groups to formulate proposal for the 5-year plan. So NCUI basically represents all the cooperative organization with the government to provide their requirement, to provide their the problems faced by the cooperative organization, and to provide the different challenges they are facing and what are the different solutions. So they provide some suggestion to the government to have a effective policies, to have effective programs for the development of the cooperative in the country. And the NCUI also conduct different research and studies, and purpose is to highlight the problems to the government of India and other concerned or agencies about the cooperative sectors and their roles and so their problems. So they conduct the research studies and they present the result to the government and other concerned organizations. And the NCA also organize and basically convene seminars, conferences and workshops on various cooperative subjects, basically to form a common viewpoint of the problems and approach the various agencies for necessary actions for implementation to promote the cooperative movement, to strengthen the cooperative movement in the country. Then we have the National Center for Cooperative Education, NCCE, under the National Cooperative Union of India, and it was established in the year 1958. And the purpose to provide the wider reach to the cooperative education in the country and to promote the understanding of the cooperative philosophy, cooperative function, and the cooperative principles and the working of the cooperative organizations. So to educate the different organizations and persons who are involved in the cooperative sectors, this is the major objective of this NCCE. And basically they have different types of education programs, like they have the diploma program in the cooperative education and development, which provide a general inputs about the cooperatives and their functioning and the development of cooperative organization in the country and at the international level. Then they have another program on the leadership development program basically, and the purpose is to sharpen the competency of the leaders by imparting modern management skills. So actually the management bodies or the council, the general bodies, the members who are taking a lead role in the managing the cooperative society, to provide them the management skills. This leadership development program is being organized by the National Center for Cooperative Education. Then they have the orientation course in cooperative management. The target here is the university teacher, the college teacher or faculty of the junior cooperative training center. And the purpose is to provide the latest knowledge on the cooperative sectors through this orientation course on the cooperative management. And the National Center for Cooperative Education also run a refresher course for cooperative education instructors. And here, the cooperative education instructors of the cooperative unions and federations, they are the target audience here, target learners. And the purpose is to enhance the capacity of the grassroots functionaries of the cooperative organization, cooperative societies who are working in the field level. Then, the government of India has approved a cooperative education field project in the country in the year 1976, and this project was given to the NCUI, and the purpose was to strengthen the cooperative movement in the cooperatively underdeveloped states and area. Actually, there was a not equal development of cooperative organization in all part of the country, and the area where there is a less development of cooperative organization are there. To promote the cooperative movement in this area, this project was sanctioned by the government of India, that is called as a cooperative education field project. And the ultimate goal is to reduce the regional imbalance in the level of development of the cooperative organization in different part of the country. The objective of this program is basically to develop and promote cooperative society in the project area. Project area is the area where there is no cooperative development or there is no cooperative organization available. And through this cooperative organizations, basically increase the productivity of the farmers members and also to improve their socio-economic condition. This was the ultimate goal of this cooperative education field projects. And there are 4 major activities are undertaken under this cooperative education field project. Basically the educational and development activities, then the farm and technical guidance activities, socio-economic development activities, and women development activities. So all these types of activities taken to have holistic development of that particular area, and the way is to take all this activity through the cooperative societies or cooperative organization in that area. And so far 43 cooperative education field projects have been implemented in the country. And out of that 43 projects, 4 women specific projects are there, and there is a one northeastern project is also there, and there is a one project in the Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. This project was implemented through an international collaboration with Janju, which is one of the successful cooperative society in the Japan. So through this associations, a project was undertaken in the Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh. So there are 43 projects have been undertaken for the cooperative development in the area where there is a less development of the cooperative organization. Then National Council for Cooperative Training is another important organization under the NCUI. And the aim is to basically capacity building to strengthen the HRD plank of the cooperatives and to develop the human resource development in the cooperative sectors. National Council for Cooperative Training is another important organization under the NCUI, and purpose is to have a capacity building to strengthen the HRD plank of cooperative. And basically it is a autonomous society under the Society Registration Act 1860, and this institution was promoted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. And objective is to organize and monitor arrangements for cooperative training for the professionals working in the cooperative sector in the country, and also to organize need-based training programs and facilitate the process of human resource development for the cooperatives and conduct the research in the critical area of cooperative movement. So these are the important objective of the National Council for Cooperative Training. And basically there are 3-tier structure under the National Council for Cooperative Training. At the national level, we have Vaikunt Mehta National Institute of Cooperative Management, Pune, and then we have the 5 Regional Institute of Cooperative Management at the Chandigarh, Bangalore, the Kalyani, Gandhinagar and Patna. Then there are 14 Institute of Cooperative Management which are located at the Bhopal, Bhubaneswar, Chennai, Dehradun, Guwahati, Hyderabad, Imphal, Jaipur, Kannur, Lucknow, Madurai, Nagpur, Pune and Thiruvananthapuram. And there are 107 junior training centers which provide training and education on the cooperative aspect to the persons or organizations working in the cooperative sectors. Then another important activities undertaken by the NCUI is the organization of the Cooperative Congress. It is the basically mega event of the cooperative movement, and here in this event, there is a review of the trends of the movement, cooperative movement, and also there is a discussion on the future projections about the cooperative activity in the country. And then NCUI also undertake the publicity and public relation work, and basically these are the image building exercise undertaken by the NCUI. And here NCUI organize All India Cooperative Weeks from 14 to 20 November every year, and basically here different awareness activities and programs are organized to have a awareness on the cooperative aspect. And also NCUI organize different lectures and seminars and conferences to promote the philosophy of the the cooperative organization and also give the information and studies on the success of the cooperative organization. Different types of publication is also undertaken by the NCUI. Like they publish 2 journals. One is the cooperative. This is the monthly journals. Here different information and news and activities undertaken by the cooperative organizations are published in this monthly journal. And then there is a Indian Cooperative Review, a quarterly peer reviewed journal is also there, which published the thorough studies on the cooperative aspects, different cooperative aspects. And now we can sum up the session that the NCUI is a apex cooperative organization which represent all types of cooperatives working in the country. And prime task of the NCUI is to promote the cooperative philosophy and also strengthen the organizations of cooperative movement in the country. And they undertake the advocacies of the cooperative unions and views to different organizations and the common people also. And they have undertaken different issues of the cooperatives with the government and other organizations at all levels. And they have undertaken the different steps for the promotion and strengthening of the cooperative movement in the countries and promote the cooperative culture in the countries. And NCUI also undertake the cooperative education activities by offering different diploma programs and the orientation programs, the refresher programs, and they have the councils on cooperative education also, which have different types of institutions which provide the training and they provide the information or knowledge and skills on the cooperative functioning. With this, I thank you.